Hello out there, and welcome back to the Outer Wilds. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and today we are going to head off and just explore a few new planets before we end up dying a few times. I spent a little time thinking about it, and while obviously I'm going to have to return to the existing planets I've already been to and figure out mysteries there, I think both for me and just for like watchability of the video in general, I think that exploring new locations is going to be more interesting than exploring visited locations. If I can even remember how to do stuff. So I'm just going to get us headed towards autopilot. A few new locations, try some stuff out, see what happens and what we find. Didn't mean to land quite that hard, but it's probably a pretty high gravity planet, this biggin. Brittle Hollow. Hey, do that all the time. We'll be hello. Okay, so we've sort of got like some different hints about where we might need to go and what rumors there are. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna do some exploration, see what happens. Gravity 0.8. Okay. I haven't been checking what it's like on other planets, so I don't know if that helps or not. Hello? Anyone here? Oh. Interesting. Alright, we got a lot of reading to do right off the bat, which is fine. The trees are moving. The trees in this groove wander about freely, the entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet. I've never seen them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Bloom is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice it until I read his notes. Oh, his. Well, that's fine. Who cares? Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving the same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses a color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Why is that two different people? Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what's causing all the nearby objects to also move about in this area? Is that one of those quantum... Hello! Let's see. What was the rocket button? That was the rocket button. Can I get up there? Yes, I can, without even burning up too much fuel. Bloom, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason the objects in the groove are behaving in a quantum manner. Of course, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend, the wandering moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling from Giant's Deep, Timberhearth, and the Hourglass Twins. I suppose there are other shards like this one. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix... Wow, I'm getting all the genders wrong, which is cool. Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere in Brittle Hollow. What if it's originally from this planet? Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it even is a small piece of the moon itself. got bad gender reads on names, which is fine. Alright, one more set of reading, and then I saw stairs heading down into here. Very bright and sunny. This is a cool planet. Whoa, lava moon. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The Knowledge Container will help you on your journey. Well, that's friendly of them. I shall have to find this Quantum Moon and be destroyed upon it. Gorgeous. I hope that didn't annihilate the sound. I should have whistled to the side of the... Ooh. Okay, so that, I'm guessing, is like a which way do you want the flow to go, up or down? So it's kind of like an elevator. Yep, that seems to be right. I'm fine to walk. It's not like I'm on a tight deadline of every 20 minutes or so I explode or anything. Whoa, it's rotating with gravity. Whoa! Oh, there's a black hole in the center of this. What the hell? All right, that's good to know, I suppose. Hell of a shot, Eric. Thanks, Eric. I don't like the explosions. They make me nervous. Wait, what the hell? What would... That seems like an easy way to die. Oh! Oh no! What? Goodbye. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get pictures from the inside of a black hole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, no. Oh. Neat. Can I get back in there? White hole. Am I gonna oxygen to death? Well, this is an issue. Running out of oxygen and fuel pretty quickly. Can I get to the interloper? Is that possible? I don't know that this is any good for me. I might just die on impact. Come on, no. Oh, I missed it by so little, and yet so much. Well, that was fun. Heading towards the interloper again. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm gonna run out of fuel. Oh, I'm gonna run out of fuel. Yeah, I know. It's not like there's anything else I can do. Well, this is gonna be a horrible way to die. Use a little bit of oxygen to drift towards it so I can at least die somewhere on land. Well, this is gonna be a horrible thing that happened to me. We learned something. It wasn't useful. Goodbye, everybody. What a sad life. Alright, let's try that again. I still want to go to Brittle Hollow since I didn't really get even what I meant to explore, let alone potentially more. And then we'll head somewhere else next time. Nope, that's the Ember Twins. Oh, there it was, I think. Yes. I definitely want to try and explore that cave a little more without hilariously falling into a black hole and being ejected into the coldest heart of space. Ooh. What's that? Pretty solid landing for how bad I am at this game. Okay. Let's do a little exploring. That doesn't sound like an instrument per se. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Yeah, thanks. I'm already aware. Also, why do you talk to me like I'm... Oh, well. Goodbye again. Let's just... No. No, apparently not. Apparently we're just doomed. Because I hit my head like a dumbass. I don't think I can re-enter the white hole, unfortunately. I think that's just... Yeah, stuff can only exit the white hole. Shoot. Alright. How far are you? Not too far. Let's see what you are then, if I can get to you before I... Ow! Well, I touched it real hard. Oh, this is going bad. This is a bad day. I gotta take this a little more seriously. Glad I'm conditioned always to take the suit, though. Glad I didn't just suffocate to death instantly in space. Don't learn anything that way. Wait, Hollow's lantern. Alright. Repair the ship. Got distracted and let the ship explode. Anything else damaged? You're damaged. Autopilot. Why is the autopilot exterior to the ship? Why is the autopilot exterior to the ship? Is that supposed to just be like the camera of the thing? A little more distance this time. So I'm not just... Let's see. Hollow lantern. Oh, that's the... Okay. That's the magma moon. So let's instead set our course for... Okay. Nice little tree there. Okay. So let's more cautiously approach this thing. Okay. I take some damage ejecting the ship, but that's fine. Nope. What are you? That wasn't the one I meant. Escape pod. Distress beacon. Whee! Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured. The escape pod's impact were incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pods 2 and 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear other 2 escape pods' distress signals, however. If that's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue searching for them. My gratitude, if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves. Swiftly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. The planet doesn't appear to be eager to have guests. We certainly are unwelcome on this surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Okay. Well, yeah, I found the platforms, so they must be down there. But more importantly, there's a ship. So let's explore who our predecessors, are. I'm not honestly certain. It's weird. It seems like they must have had to have launched the probe that exploded recently. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. 312. Now, collision imminent. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy. Hospitable. I mean, kinda. In like the loosest sense, hospitable. Okay, use my eyeballs to move this thing, and oh, I didn't get to read that. And I may never will. have had the chance to read that. I don't feel... I mean, I'm not a space expert, per se. But I kind of don't feel like you could just have a planet completely encapsulating around a black hole. That feels like that would not structurally work, but they seem to have done a bunch of research otherwise, so maybe it would. Ooh, explosion-y. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. This area is somewhat unstable. It's safer than any other we've found so far. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by major impacts. Okay, a couple of things I've been wondering while we're sort of exploring. I noticed that when we had the group talking about finding the eye and everything, it seemed like some of that would have had to have happened more recent. Okay, we'll explore that in a bit here. More recently than I would have thought for like this progenitor sort of species. And this is an entirely different group. I'm almost wondering if this group like arrived here first or something. Maybe they were the first ones to explore this area. We'll see. Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor the incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't resident to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to merely survive but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving through the northern glacier will keep us safer, that's what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use the gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcano's moon eruptions. Okay, so maybe I had that backwards. Maybe they spiral outwards and the first node is the one that's the most towards the inward spiral. I think that's probably the least of the mysteries I need to solve is how the language works, but it is interesting. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looks like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was something. The signal was older than the universe itself, is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye in the universe. Okay. That was weird. So they're going to have, like, built a sort of house settlement here. Running a little low on oxygen. Not great. I don't want to explore the settlement too much because I kind of want to go see what's across the path to the glacier before I end up dying. But I also do want to see these things. Is the hardest part of the tragedy not knowing who may have been lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Melore. Okay, got some tree oxygen at least. That's good. Ooh, hello. I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash into this place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anoya and I checked the system before warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose that's a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid our friends in Escape Pod 3. Signal to ship. Thorn grab ship. Thorn crush ship and escape pods. One's trapped in the Thorn, one's on the twin planets, and one's here, I'm guessing? A lot to explore. Whole hell of a lot to explore. We gotta be getting dangerously close to getting kersploded. The pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, and I would give anything not to know it. Anything would be... all would be worse. Yeah, I've stopped doing their voices. I'm kind of just reading at this point. Save Keek wherever you are. Okay, so yeah, they sort of made a life here. But it's only like the 3 of them. Sounds rough. That's not a lot of people for a whole society. Alright, there's plenty more to explore here, but I'm gonna start making my way around the planet, because a lot of this seems to be, like, kind of just setting up these 3's story, and I'm sure there's more to learn. I'm also gonna really not aim to be a perfectionist with this game. So that seems like that would take a long time. Oh! Well. Here we go again. What's around us this time? Anything worth trying to land on? That's, like, as far as possible. Alright. Here we go. We're dead. Well, that's too bad. Wow. That caught me off guard. Alright. I'm trying to explore the other planets, but like I want to get one last pass at Brittle Hollow and see if I can actually learn things. But yeah, I had to learn. I wasn't sure how far those things reached, and it wasn't far enough. So today's going to be a Brittle Hollow day, I guess. We'll have to try the Twins, the Interloper, Thorn Vale, all that stuff later at some point. Blast on off. Get away so I don't come crashing back down again. And it was like over there, yeah. That was a choice, autopilot. It's giant steep. Okay. Now that I'm not exploding in hell. Okay. I can probably head for the polar ice cap just on its own here. Assuming there's an entrance. Which there might not be. Hello. So that's where someone else of ours landed. So let's go say hi to them. Getting better. Not good. Getting better. I'm going to steal your ship. I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. The ship went down and didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship was never even hit the rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would have barely laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. The door's broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if I were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins and the equator and find a way down. Okay. I don't know why you didn't take your ship north to the ruins, but that's fine. I believe them that they couldn't find a way in. Neat. Okay. So let's... So those are the ruins that'll take us to the North Pole. And then the first time we explored, was that over here? No? No, it doesn't look like... Hey, it's another one of those things, though. Let's take a look here real quick. I have this frozen river. Forgot to put my chute back. Okay. What are you? Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Isn't it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? I imagine if there were two moons, then I imagine there'd be nothing of us left. Hypothesis: there can't exist too much lava. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights on the moon circle this planet appear random. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis: could it be a shift in the light spectrum? I suppose this moon surface is too shy to show us its face. Okay, so that's more about that quantum moon. I'm so decent with the jetpack and so bad with other things. Okay, we've got one of these things. Oh, I wonder if this is down where the Hanging City, 50 below. Okay, yeah, sweet. This might be a way in then. It's one of these things. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anoana's original design, but as long as what we built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clearly, okay, so Cassava is one of the ones who was working on the eye detector thing. Clary, have you seen those readings? if they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equivalent error somewhere. I'm returning to the Whitehole station. If you meet Root and me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully prove it. News. Don't tell Kasaba. Okay, so we've got these things, which means we should have somewhere pretty close. Typically, they're very close to these things, are the little scanny discs. Not seeing one this time, though. I'm wondering if it's underneath. Down in the city below that I don't have access to currently. Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to schlep across this planet to the ship if I can't use my jetpack. Check for the little scout, I do it too. I do use it, Hornfells. Who knows? Fuel's still around for you to use it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's take a look over here real quick before we explode at some point. Yeah, another one of these. Don't really know what to do with these, if anything. Alright. With any time we've got left, let's keep going around. Alright, you know what? Now I'm curious. Can I just... There's not really anything to land on here, unfortunately. Nope. Okay. Come on. Slow down. Let's head for this. This was here, and it doesn't move much. Okay, I just need to not die on it this time. I mean, I'll probably die on it, but not immediately crash into it and explode my head like a grape. Well, at least we're learning something. Oh, I hate that there's like no gravity. Okay, let's try this again. Stop panicking. There we go. That's all I wanted, was to see what was in here. Nothing. Good for me. Okay. Oh, wait. I see you. Down. Forward. Up. Okay. Back. Let's get our peepers on that. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, it's a... Okay, that was an airlock. We're inside. Hello. All right. Let's do this. All it seems to have is this thing, which allows it to rotate. Does it just stop rotating if you take it out? No, not really. And is it pointing to something? Yeah, let's go left and right. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know enough about what this is yet. Take one of these, though. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through by the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. Tower's warp can only be used during a brief window when the tower is aligned with the corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during the alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see when the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Okay. So I want to take this then. Ember Twin Projection Stone. Nope. God damn it. Way! Excellent. That ended up far better than I ever was hoping. Status charge. Step on warp receiver platform to activate return warp. So those are warp platforms, but you have to activate them to be able to use them again. That sounds really handy. Alright, let's get this read and looked at before we die. So I have not been keeping track of time, given how many other times I've died. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested the resets of the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? No, I imagine that that's accurate. As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Brittle Hollow, before he or she have stepped onto the teleporter, the implications are absurd. I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding the universe. We wouldn't have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Poking Empire. My spy is confident in reading is accurate. She's kindly helping me to attempt to recreate this phenomenon in a high-energy lab. An update, Poke, the high-energy lab in Canyon Envertum's equator. Come here at once, you need to see this. So that means that it probably is true. And let's see what the projection it is. Cool. Always more mysteries. Never really answers. Where is my ship currently? Did it get sent into space? Yes, it's off somewhere by the white hole. So we are going to die on this planet. So I might as well make for... While I'm here, I can refuel on jet fuel if that still has any left. Okay, and let's see if we can make for any of the underground city parts of this map. That looks like a death sentence. That maybe doesn't. Ow. Fine. As long as we aren't dead, that's fine. Oh, hello. Black Hole Forge District, Ice Shrine District, Melt Water District, School District. Okay, so we've got a little bit of like map language. They really did build a whole society on this planet, which is insane. Black Hole Forge controls. Forge controls. Oh, hello. What are you? Astron Project requires powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Does this read the same in all of these? That's something I've been curious about. It seems to. I am super interested in the school. That's something I'm very curious about, but it seems like we've got other stuff to sort of work towards right now. We've got all the time in the world to sort of come back and explore things. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. So they built generations here. My mentor Coleus and his old mentor once discovered an anglerfish fossil in Embertwin. Using that knowledge could avoid anglerfish entirely. I remember the anglerfish fossil used to play in the children. When Malore and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Broken at best. There's no guarantee of reward. Perhaps we could still repair it. Okay. Good stuff. I want to head up and see if I can see what that I released from the Black Hole Forge. I hope it's a cool black hole sword. I'm sure it's not. That would be completely not fitting with the themes of this game, but you know, a man can dream. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice. This will always feel strange, even when my time was short. I have a chance to try this thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my abilities? Okay. Yeah, so they built like a generations-long society here to try and figure this out. Where's this lead? Somewhere to the surface, apparently. Not the surface, just very high up. That's how they got water. That sun's looking kind of bad. Okay, well now I know how to get here a little quicker. That's good. Whoop. They really did make this like a very informationally dense game, which is nice. That was always something I liked about the original Bendy and the Ink Machine too, is that it was like very information dense. There was a ton of stuff you could learn all the time. Which one was the school district? It was this one, right? You had like single line dot. Ow. Ran out of booster. I probably could have just walked down there. I realize now that there was like gravity stuff on the side of there, but it's fine. We're just gonna learn everything we can before we explode here, and then ghost matter's blocking that off. Shoot. It's not very stable here near the black hole. Wonder why? Wonder what could have possibly caused the construction near the black hole to not be especially stable. A lot of ghost matter here. Yes, I know. Thank you. I could probably dodge. What the hell? Oh, that's the edge of the black hole and light bending. Okay. If I'm careful, I can probably manage to avoid the ghost matter, and it doesn't kill instantly, it just hurts badly. I see a scroll and something else through here. This must be the school. Cool, this is what I was curious about. Explanation of festivals. All Nomai clans from all over the universe met in a place to share what they learned in a science and art. It's called the festival. I like how you can see that the writing is bigger and chunkier. It's kind of like it looks like it's maybe written by a kid. Can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go. At some festivals, one clan dug. Its big discovery means all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anoma's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances. Each clan had a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long time. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. So yeah, like bigger, chunkier writing kind of show that it's student writing, which is cute. Yes, I know I'm already holding a scroll. Okay. Is this a different student or is this something more? Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is that everything used to be very hot and dense and tightly packed together. As the early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Oh, goodbye, everyone. Planets. Ah! Do I get an F? Well, Well, as we unwind backwards through that time, that's going to have been our whole episode. I hope you enjoyed our little dive into Brittle Hollow. We're obviously going to have to return to every planet because there's a lot of information density everywhere. But we will probably be doing something else next time. Probably the twin planets, maybe something else. But we learned a lot this time, so that is a good start. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!